Oop. So it should be no surprise that I'm a big fan of fishing for catfish out of pieces of plastic. These pieces of plastic should have, I guess in some cases, no business doing this whatsoever. It's been raining all day. Long story short, I posted a picture on social media, and it was a picture of me and my yak. And I got a lot of messages from people that were asking me, hey, did you buy that? Did you build it? How did you build it? I've made small videos on how to do it before. This one, however, like if you're looking for details down to the inches and everything, it's going to vary depending on what you're putting it on. I'm going to redo mine because it's a year old. And there's nothing wrong with this. This isn't going to fail, but it's a little more wiggly than I would like. So let's go ahead and start that. Now, one nice thing about the new canoes, in order to build the rod rack, at least the way that I've built it, you got to have gear track. Now, the Unlimited comes with a bunch of gear track all over. In fact, it's what the seat sits in. Like, it's mounted by gear track. And if you are like me and you end up getting the gear pod, you even have gear track on it as well. You got gear track in the bottom, up on the sides, all the way up to the sides. It's just loaded with gear track, which is great because we're going to need it in order to, redo this. Full disclosure, I am not liable for anything that happens to you or your fishing poles should you choose to build a rod rack. It is up to you to make sure it don't break. Before we tear it all the way down, you got 5 fish bite rod holders. These have 2 positions. You've got my own little LED bar for night fishing. And this is all held together. All this is heavy duty aluminum angle with metal roofing screws. Gasket's not needed, but it's what I had. But we're gonna see if we can make this just a little bit better. I was really hoping, I couldn't remember how I built this. I was really hoping I'd be able to, take the rack, just this part out. But after closer examination, that is not going to be the case. I knew there was a reason I bought that pass-through set. Either this is something I did want to change. So when I built this the second time, I didn't have the right size bolts. And so I found these at a local hardware store. And all they are is like the bases of the track. You just needed the all thread to go in them. And they work. There's nothing wrong with them. They've held up all this time. So they do tend to want to get stuck though. But then again, I guess if you had that much pressure on you all this time, you'd probably be stuck too. So there it is in all its glory. But I do want to keep the feet, or the main base track. So we'll go ahead and take that out real quick. There's our feet, or our bases. We're going to go ahead and put them back where they were. because this is the only thing I plan on keeping. I've never built it with the solid tubing before. I don't know if that's going to help or make it worse. We'll find out. So now these are actual T-bolts. And they're going to stick up a little bit farther than the other ones did. But I don't got to worry about these ever coming unthreaded. I didn't worry about it with the last ones either. But better safe than sorry. I'm also thinking about putting 3 of these here. Like making it a good... You know what? I'm not thinking. That's what we're doing. Well, that's what I get for not following the old rule, measure twice, cut once. So I just cut the tubing in half. Comes out to 18 on each side. 18's a little bit too tall for me. So we're gonna go right at 13 inches. We got our legs built. What we did, we used the old bases. We just put bolts through instead of tappers. And I put a regular nut on the end to hold them in place so I could finish drilling the holes, but then I put a stopper nut or locking nut on these 2 here. This one only got 2 because that's all I could fit. These are ready to start looking at mounting the actual T-bar or the crossbar part. So the old one was 34 inches wide. I went ahead and added another inch. Because we can always take off, we cannot put back. That's one of the beautiful things about this. So like, I gotta dry fit it, and I don't want to, you know, just bolt it all the way. When you buy the kits of these little track bars or T-bolts or track bolts, whatever they're called, you can get these little knobs all the time. We're gonna dry fit it with this. Pretty solid. It is already pretty solid, but there's no reason to not make it stronger if we can make it stronger, you know? Same as before, put one regular nut. And then we'll put a locking nut over top of both of them. Lay it down as best you can with the fingers first. I'm gonna make sure this is hopefully the last time I do this for a little bit. A little bit of extra torquey worky. But not enough to strip it out. Tell you what though, pretty stout feeling rod rack. And like I said, it's not even bolted down right now. It's just held in by those wing nuts. I'm pretty satisfied with that. Now comes the fun part. That's drilling all the rod holes out. You get this sticker off here. It's gonna come off when it's sanded. I'm digging it. I am definitely digging it so far. Worst part's gonna be getting all the shavings out of the boat. I wasn't going to, but I guess we'll go ahead and we'll set them all up. See how it looks, see how I like it. Definitely gonna have to move this one over a little closer to the edge. This is where we're at right now. Also, I can't remember who did it. I saw it on the multi-bar group, but they had took their multi-bar and put a rod holder upside down in it. And the cool part about it, it allowed them to still use both functions. So you still got suspended and you've still got your 45, 35, whatever your angle is. But the beautiful thing about it is like I said, it works the exact same. I mean, it's not going anywhere. So that's a pretty cool trick. But this is where we're at. We're gonna stop it right here. We'll do cosmetics right tomorrow. We're overhauling the kayak, at least the rod rack. We're gonna overhaul the trailer. So today we have the rack built. The rack is built. I've got some accessories I gotta put on it. I've got some lighting from my good buddies over at Hellfire Catfishing. If you haven't checked them out, man, I would strongly recommend. Doesn't matter if you're on a kayak bank or if you got a boat, they got a set of lights that go on multi-bars, they go on T-bars, and they got a light that goes for guys on the bank. Tomorrow, we'll do the cosmetic part of the job. Give it a little bit of a paint job to match the kayak. And then we'll work on adding the accessories in. But if you guys are enjoying this DIY content, make sure to let me know, because I rely on you guys in the comment section. And fun fact for you, I found this out the other day because I actually started paying attention to my analytics. Did you know that over 85% of you guys that are watching me aren't subscribed? Guys, if you don't care, man, just hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a dime, and it really helps me out. I really appreciate it. I appreciate y'all. We'll see you for part 2.